What's good? What's good, everybody? Good evening. It's Wednesday night, 9 p.m. And usually every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. We talk about trending topics, and tonight will be a quick night. You know, it's a very interesting night. We don't know where Faith is at. We're gonna start putting APBs out on Faith, wondering
Yesterday.
where she was at. But we have a couple of topics that are kind of trending, which is interesting that we would be talking about these two topics because sometimes you talk about stuff that you may have a keen interest in, but sometimes you don't talk about stuff that you really just don't care and you just get a good laugh. So the first thing we're going to discuss is Tekashi 69. It's been trending all over the place. Tekashi 69 was in a LA Fitness down in Miami, and some guys beat him up, and they recorded it, and a lot of people on social media have a lot of things to say about it. I saw a lot of people saying it was justice well served. It was good for him. He got what he deserved. For those that may be living under a rock and don't know who Tekashi 69 is, he's a rapper who had affiliated himself and became a member of a sect of Bloods. And they got arrested and a whole bunch of charges, and he wound up telling on them. So he is like a poster child for what the streets consider snitching, which is interesting that he would be the post child. He's 26 years old, but you know. But anyway, Tekashi 69 was jumped, beat down, or whatever word you want to say. Now, Tanya, we're two people that's a little older, a little wiser. However, what was your first initial reaction when you saw this?
I said, "Oh my!" um, honestly, it was ridiculous. You cannot call yourself a man. I don't care how big that other person is. You can't. He looked ridiculous, like a little dog or a cat balling up from a butt whipping from their master or something. He looked like a coward. There's no way I'm just going to let somebody, I don't care if they can beat me. And we don't know that until we get into a physical altercation. He needed ass whipped for getting his ass whipped.
Well, a lot of people may feel as though, like, you know, it's amazing.
Where's your bouncer? Where's your bodyguard? Oh my God.
Well,
Okay,
you know,
go
the thing that I think is interesting about Tekashi 69 is that even after he told on his co-defendants, he legitimately has been in this, as we would say, in these streets, popping shit and basically asking for smoke, as younger people would say, like he here for all the smoke. And you know, one of the things about that lifestyle or the streets or whatever is you only got to get caught slipping one time. And he's fortunate that he wasn't nowhere where somebody could have left him stinking somewhere.
Yeah.
And all it was basically, because when you video record you doing that, I find it interesting that he basically just got beat up. I won't even say they really smashed him out. Because if they would have smashed him out, it would have been crazy. LA Fitness, somebody would have been charged with murder,
Did
so
they
forth,
really
so
know
on.
who he was?
Yeah, they knew who he was. Yeah, they knew who he was. Yeah, they knew
It's
who he
even
was. I mean,
worse
I mean,
then.
I mean. Let's be honest. If you're younger and you know the music industry, even if you're not into that type of rap anymore, as soon as you see him, you're gonna know him from the colorful hair. You're gonna be like, "Who the heck is this? Oh, that's that boy." And if you a quick Google search, be like colorful hair rapper. You put that in Google, and that might pop up, and he might pop
Yeah,
up. So
yeah. I mean, I was just wondering. It is possible, like you said, for the people under the rocks, don't might not have known, but okay.
yeah, so I thought it was interesting, and I'm one of them people that really I have my own opinion when I see certain things, and then I really hold my tongue and sit back and wait to see other people's responses. But it's amazing how I saw a lot of people respond. Bootsy responded like, "Yo, start a GoFundMe for the guys that did it," because basically he felt as though Tekashi 6ix9ine deserved what he got. So a
Hmm.
lot of people that come from that street culture, understand that street culture, may feel as though it was justice well served. This is what happens, and I'm a firm believer of understanding if you from the streets got rules. Whether you're in the street or not,
That's right.
people may not be in the street, and the first thing you say is they don't like the street rules. Whether we like the street rules or not, the streets has rules, and
Now that is very true what you said. Being as though I have someone very close to me that is in the streets, he you get a pass with him if he know you're not in the street. Even if you know of it with him, you get a pass because it's like knowing he know we all knew someone that got shot, and that person snitched, and the person I know that's in the streets said, well, he don't live in the streets, he don't do the streets, so that's a different case. If he was of the streets like me, whatever, whatever, then we got a problem. So it is some leniency there, even though, like you said, even though you might not be in it, you of it, and you do have an idea. So
I mean, regardless of where we are in life and where some people that used to be in the street are today, they may not ascribe to the street life or are into it or reap any benefits from it, but it has a code.
it
And
does.
at the end of the day, whether right we like it or not, street rules prevail.
Yes, they
So
do.
for a lot of people, what happened to Tekashi 6ix9ine was that was it. It was just as well served. And I did see some people, it was a
I
couple
wish my
memes going
cousin
around.
was here because if I feel this way, she feels the opposite. So I really wish she was here so that we could just go back and forth right now.
And then you got a lot of people that they compare. Well, everybody got all this energy for Tekashi 6ix9ine. Why nobody did nothing to George Zimmerman? Which is interesting because at the end of the day, whether you think George Zimmerman killed Trayvon Martin, whether race has something to do with it, whether you think it was purposely done, me personally, I think one situation has nothing to do with the other.
For sure. Those are
Yeah,
two different scenarios, and that is so way different. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Now, you can't compare them. You can't.
And lives was destroyed. Takashi destroyed a lot of lives. And that young man, and even he knows if he had any type of street code in him, whether he told or not, he knew the consequences of the actions that his hands put forth. He knew when he decided to spare himself and tell on other people. He knew that and been boastful about it the last couple of years. I mean, I think more people know about Tekashi 6ix9ine ever since he told than know about him beforehand. Definitely of people of a different generation.
Hmm. Well, he certainly don't gain anything. Usually, I'm always feeling like, oh, they doing this, for to become popular, to make money. If anything, you just blackballed yourself, and don't nobody want you. Nobody cares.
Let me- but he gonna sue the hell out of LA Fitness now.
Yeah, now we gonna get a few pennies, a few
Look,
coins.
soon as that boy get in front of a microphone, it's on. Cause he never saw a microphone he didn't like. He gonna once he start talking, he gonna be like, yeah, y'all got me, but y'all ain't kill me. All the little slogans that
I
people say
need
when
to
they
cut
took
it out. Yeah,
all the
but
slogans that people say when they took the L. I mean, he took an L, and as a man he took an L, and
as a man, he did.
yeah, as a man he took an L because at the end of
See them swinging.
at the end of the day he was supposed to ball up like he did. Let them get it off. Let them get it off. And number one thing for him to get the L, Tanya, was to get home, to survive. That was it. Number one rule in that situation.
Listen, somebody would have got a busted lip, black eye. They'd have got a bit ankle, something.
Those gentlemen allegedly was grown men. They were bigger than him. So what he did was the right thing to do. He didn't want to get killed in LA Fitness. Unfortunately,
he wouldn't have got killed in there.
We're not condoning violence. We don't want violence to happen to anybody.
That's right.
However,
that's right.
He balled up like he was supposed to, cover his face up, cover up as much as he could, take his beat down, and survive.
And he did. He gonna live to talk about it.
That's all he was supposed to do.
He gonna live to talk about it.
As they say, live to fight another day. No, really. If you listen. I done been in situations. I done experienced situations, and if you get caught slipping, and the severity of you getting caught slipping, survive. Just get home, and he got home. He survived, and later they said, according to TMZ, they went to the hospital and so forth and so on. And now they got surveillance of the guys coming in LA Fitness. LA Fitness, for those that don't know, LA Fitness got nothing but cameras all throughout that place.
All over so they couldn't have cared, because they do know that. Anybody knows that. Even the people on the rocks knows that.
Yeah. So, without further ado, our next subject.
Next.
I'll just start this with a laugh right here. The United States president, number 45. Okay, allegedly Trump was supposed to, President Donald Trump was supposed to, Tuesday, was supposed to go in front of the grand jury. A grand jury is convening right now in New York.
Mm-hmm.
And on Tuesday, right when he was about to appear, it was a bomb threat at the court. So they shut the court down. And he never came, or whatever. He might have been there. I didn't even do the double check on the reports. I wanted to be as least as I know as possible, because you don't know what some of these news outlets, they be slanting stuff towards their way or what they want people to.
Yeah.
So on Wednesday, allegedly, nothing happened. No, court was canceled. They told
no indictment, no nothing.
They told everybody not to come in. So, Tanya, supposedly, allegedly tomorrow, according to Fox News, he's going to be there, and his lawyers is going to be there. It's a lot going on with him, as usual. It was a lot going on with him before he was the president. It was a lot going on with him as the president. I will say that he's probably one of the most polarizing people that we've ever seen in our lifetime. Right, wrong, and indifferent. I know a lot of people have a lot of feelings about him.
Yeah.
So what's your take on these charges? Like, what, you don't know whether they want to investigate him for Margot Land. Margot Land was when he allegedly had some secret, some classified documents, and then the President Biden came out with some documents, and
so did Pence. Pence had a few pieces too.
Then they saying now the prosecutor from Atlanta might charge Trump with how he felt about the election results, and now we got this, and I have to note it because I think that is being race is being played in this because it's a black prosecutor in New York City. Those of us that's from the New York metropolitan area, we've known about Donald Trump all our lives. So even before he made the national stage and became the president, he was always considered a polarizing individual. So
Uh-huh.
I always find it interesting how a lot of things are said about him good, a lot of things are said about him bad, and he's so polarized. So what's your thoughts on just all this going on? We don't even have to really get into it, but
Yeah, I don't plan on it. th- Honestly, I'm tired of hearing about him. Honestly, that that's his personal life, and he's not the president right now at this moment. Um, if you want to get him for things he's done, then you need to go after the right things, the correct things with the proper evidence, and not circumstantial this and not that, and not this. Get him for what you know him to have done, and stop wasting time. Taxes, maybe, I don't know, but who cares about him sleeping with her? Who cares? The papers, we got a whole nother president now. Y'all been knew about them papers out there in Mar-a-Lago. I don't want to hear that. Who cares? Y'all been knew. So I mean, why y'all? Yeah, I don't think it's necessary to do all of this to hype up his presidential campaign and all that. Whatever this purpose is for, I don't know. Maybe just the presidential campaign. Who cares? I don't
I,
care.
I, Tanya, um, one of the things that I think that a lot of times happens with social media, with news, with world affairs and national affairs. The average American, I don't think really cares like you. Um, I'm in that boat with you. I believe that all the stuff that they said that he did, allegedly, he should not have became the president if he did it. I
And they
mean, I don't think none of this stuff, whether they try to say he couldn't accept the election and all that, I think it's just a bunch of political theater as
Mhm,
usual.
mhm.
I think that unfortunately the way that we're going is politics have so polarizing that they politicize every single thing. How
Yeah.
you drink how you drink your water.
He had a poached egg instead of a sunny side up egg. Now that's to the left or the right.
You say you don't believe in abortions. Oh, all of a sudden you're a Republican. No, I could be a liberal and don't believe in abortions. I
That's
mean,
right.
it's amazing how this country has become so politicized. Every little thing, and this the people elected him the president when he became the president, and vice versa. The president now, a lot of people have their opinion about Biden.
Yeah.
I, for one, have a personal opinion with Biden. Biden, in my personal opinion, and not to take away from anything that Trump has done, Biden indirectly has done more harm to black families than any president just off the crime bill alone. But the people elected him as the president, and he's our president. Right, wrong, or
Well, I
indifferent.
mean, let's face it. Yeah, this is what president hasn't done something negative towards the black race. I promise you, if we go back in their history, there's always a president that has done something
Wow.
negative towards the black race.
George Washington had the slave's teeth in his mouth,
Okay.
and they
Oh,
told us in school his teeth was wooden.
they sure did. They sure did. Oh my goodness.
They told us his teeth was wooden, but he has the slave's teeth in his mouth. So, like you said, one of the things is that most people don't care. It's just you taking the taxpayers' money, and people are already struggling just to make ends meet.
Yeah.
And y'all have engulfed the American people with all this political theater and corruption. Nobody trusts no politicians no more, and it is what it is. Usually, I'll be wanting to talk about it and wanting to really get into the political
But
stuff because
you can't even take it serious no more. The sensationalism, I mean, I can't even. It's politics used to be something precious, something valuable, something patriotic and proud to be a part of. This mess, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave that.
yeah, I find it interesting, and me, somebody that love law, is so many different laws and interpretation of what he did and what he didn't do, and you see each TV network, they'll bring on a legal expert, and this is something that people that go to school for law, when they litigate and they argue law, this is something they love. This is they would love to do. So it's nothing for them to get up there on TV and explain the intricacies. Some people feel like the prosecutor is using abuse of power, which is interesting because it's like I said, you got one side of the aisle, the liberals, saying he's a criminal, he did this, crook. Then you got the other side of the aisle, and then you got him beefing with Ron DeSantis, Governor DeSantis of Florida. So it's a bunch of political theater that
it really
myself,
is.
And a lot of
it's
people
pathetic.
Just get tired of.
Yeah, and you lose interest quickly.
Y'all gonna pay some bills for me? Meanwhile, could y'all make gas keep going down? Chicken and eggs need to go down. Like y'all, like I'm out here hurting and stuff. Like I need to get me a sandwich, and y'all playing games or something. So
right now, that's all I eat is chicken and eggs, and they costing. They killing my pocket.
So the other story, hold on, let me pull this article up. I know you wanted to discuss this, but I had seen it, and then I pulled the article up, but hold on. So surveillance video shows deputies pile on top of Ervo Atino, who died.
Otieno. CNN had the best article.
A mentally ill man who suffocated.
Yeah.
The silent video shows Ortino, who was handcuffed in leg irons, being escorted into the admissions room of the Central State Hospital in Dinwiddie County, Virginia at 4:19 p.m. on March 6th. The 28-year-old was led to a chair, and approximately 8 minutes later, at least two sheriff deputies are showing Ortino on the ground, reacting when he moves. Quite sure they can see the video. The sheriff deputies then seemed to lose their grip on him, and he rolled across the floor. 4 minutes later, more sheriff deputies and hospital staff arrived to restrain him. Shortly after that, at least 9 people were seen piling on top of Athena to hold him down, while other hospital staff look on. This video shows he was held down for 11 minutes. My son was like a dog. We're a dog. My son was tortured. Carolyn Oki, who
Mom
saw the video last week.
I'm angry. It's a shame. And all those people, just like me and you, we watch the news and we see this happen again and again. It blows my mind that it happens again, that more police officers, more emergency care people, more hospital staff end up in the same predicament again and again. And it's no excuse. You have to stop being cowards. Say, wait, that's not necessary. Wait, let me try. Yeah, the people is dying for no reason, and all the cowards that are probably home praying and crying now wish they would have said something or did something to deter them from restraining him in such a way. And regardless, y'all already knew at that hospital he had mental issues. So there was no reason for you guys for 10, 12, 15, 9, whatever at a time to pin that man down like that to the point where they want to gently call it smothering him.
You know, when unfortunately we discuss a murder at least once a month on
Yeah,
our show.
yeah,
At least once a month, we discuss a murder, a police murder, and it get to the point like it's kind of crazy, and it's like you ask yourself, what is the sense of even talking about it? Because we know in another month
it's gonna.
beforehand, it's going to happen again, and it's like a waste of time. It's like how many police officers are going to continue getting fired? How many police officers are going to continue being silent? And that's the real, to me, the travesty is the ones that sit there and don't say nothing when you
Yeah,
have overly aggressive officers who
yeah,
don't know how to de-escalate situations.
yeah.
Like you said, regardless of the situation, he was at a mental hospital, and they should be trained when you enter that facility to de-escalate.
Yep.
I mean, you could have detained him and shot him in the leg with some tranquilizers or something.
Yep, anything.
It's
Some
all
horse
types of stuff that you
tranquilizer,
could have done.
something. But I mean, again, the staff that already work in that hospital, those people just walking back and forth like this is, oh, we used to this. Oh, it's not occurring to you guys that something dangerous is about to happen, something harmful or something deadly is about to happen. I better step in or push somebody, do something. Like calm down.
Yeah.
Now, and the ones that didn't put their hands on them but stood there, oh, you deserve this because it's as it's called an accomplice. I mean, please stop being cowards and tell your partner or tell the nurse or tell somebody, chill. Let's back up and think this through. Why y'all can't do that? Why?
Yeah, it gets to a point, like I said, it gets to a point where it's just like redundant. It's like, what next? Why does it keep happening? This is, and it's always video footage, whether we get it or not, or whether we see it or not. It's video footage because the country's under surveillance. It's
All the
cameras
time.
everywhere. Everybody has a walking camera in their pocket with their phone, so it's not
These
like
people are making Benjamin Crump the richest black lawyer in the history of all of USA and everywhere else with his country nine talking self. Cut it out and stop killing our people. I don't. Okay, I'm done.
I mean, Ben is there to get the bag for the family. He's there to make sure that the family gets compensated. But it's unfortunate that
And it's more and more black professionals now. Just y'all being stupid out here. Just being stupid.
I think we need federal legislation that if cops commit these crimes, it comes out of their pension. They lose their whole pension.
That's what needs to happen. I bet you it'll stop.
They have to get insurance, all types of things, and it not only affect their pension or their money, it affects the district or where they work at.
I totally agree.
Then it'll get to a point because we know that in all instances things happen.
Yeah.
And everything is not always the cop's fault. But 90% of these situations should not have ended with a fatality. And this is sad that it's continued happening. And like I said, we'll probably be talking about this once again
Next month.
I know it's been a very interesting day. Like, what else going on with you, Tanya?
Well, besides working extra to go away for my birthday in April, just hustling because I'm going away.
Oh, y'all April Aries, right?
Hmm.
Woo,
Yes.
woo.
Going away. So I'm exhausted because I'm just taking on all the workload I can take, and I'm too old for that now. I used to hustle hard like that. I don't feel
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it, but I want to get away. I want to see the pretty blue water. I want to swim in the Pacific instead of the Atlantic, and
yeah,
that's that.
yeah. I know the film. I'm planning something. Probably the summer. Summer I
Hmm.
might do something. Go to California for a couple days and just relax. My brother just bought a home and not in California, somewhere else. I might go down there and chill with him, but you know, I need to do something because, like you said, sometimes you get used to just working every day and just
Yeah,
it becomes monotonous, and it's the same thing every day. You work hard to pay your
and,
bills, and
and that's it.
you don't really get a chance to enjoy your life. And
And that's the
we
truth.
shouldn't be just existing. We should be living.
Living, we alive, live.
But
Yes.
we're gonna close the show because it's a short night, quick night, and we'll be back to join you guys next
Next week.
Wednesday as we discuss trending topics and we put this APB out on Faith. And see everybody next week.
See you guys.